welcome to my channel. I'm Bianca Janel. I make videos on lifestyle. I do everything from makeup tutorials to hair tutorials, anything beauty related. I probably film it. If that sounds good to you guys, and I would subscribe down below. Today we are doing this makeup look. It's my go-to everyday makeup look. I feel it makes me feel really put together and complete and just ready for summer. I know that this makeup lasts throughout the day, has longevity, and again, it's just something that I've been going to for this past season. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Okay, we are back with some beauty videos. I think the last one I did was the wedding guest makeup look. So today we're gonna go completely different. I want to do my everyday makeup routine with you. This takes me about 20 minutes. It's very much my go-to summer routine. My stuff does switch a little bit as the seasons change, but these are really a lot of products that I do use throughout the year. I just become accustomed to it. I know if I want to, I can get my makeup done in about like 10 minutes if I really wanted to. But majority of the time when I'm getting ready, I want to enjoy getting ready. So it takes me about 20 minutes, which isn't that bad. And like I said, this is just like my go-to makeup, just when I want to just feel really put together. Today I'm actually going to happy hour with a girlfriend, and so this is what I feel really good in and comfortable in. And again, just with it being summer too, it's just natural that our makeup starts to move. Our oils come out, and this makeup look I feel like goes with it. Like, I don't mind if my natural oils start to come out. Like, it's a very glowy, fresh, young, youthful type of look that I like to go for. So let's get started. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna put my hair back, and if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, then you guys will see a lot of the products are very similar. Like, I don't really change too much. There's just like maybe a different shadow that I like, or a different lip gloss, but a lot of stuff stays truly pretty much the same, or even some of the same brands. I will always use just like a different shade because I just know that it works for my skin type. So I'm 32 years old, and I feel like my skin ever since I turned 30, I feel like my skin has been starting to change. It's not as oily. Like, now my skin has definitely become combo where it's like oily and then sometimes dry. Like in the winter time my skin was pretty dry. Right now with it being summer, I am getting a little bit oily, but I actually like don't mind it. Like I said, I kind of feel like that's what kind of gives me like this youthful glow when I do get oily. So that's kind of what my skin has been going through. This never changes. I always start with ice rolling my face. I feel like this is just a good way to start my routine. I've been doing this for, I don't even know, maybe 3 or 4 years now. This is a ice roller from the Skin Confidential. I have raved about this. I use this all the time. Actually, I did get her travel size one. I completely forgot. Because I'm kind of saving that for when I travel, but I do want to do a video on that. So if you guys want to see my review on that, then let me know, and I'll try to film that like within the next week or so. Okay, so once I'm done ice rolling my face, then I will go in my skincare. I'm going to use the Summer Friday CC serum. I always like starting with a vitamin C in the morning. I feel like it just helps brighten my skin. Then I am going to go in with the Laneige Sleepy Mask. This is in the, not the scent, I guess like the flavored peach iced tea. I've been really liking the Laneige lip products again. I just feel like they're super soothing. And then I'm going to go in with the Summer Friday CC Eye Serum. This is my favorite eye serum. I think it's been about 2 years of using this product, and I just like the way my makeup lays over it. I even just like using this product even when I'm not wearing makeup, just because I do feel like it kind of just helps brighten underneath the eyes. Then I'm going to go in with the Summer Fridays Broad Spectrum SPF Mineral Milk Sunscreen. So again, these products I really have been using. I want to say I'm going on like 2 or 3 years of using a lot of these products, just because I know that they work for my skin. I know that I like the way that makeup lays over all of this. Okay, now my skin just feels like bright and fresh, and I've always talked about this. I don't even really like wearing a lot of heavy makeup. I really try to keep it as light as possible. I'm really just about enhancing the features that you have already. Like, I don't like to heavily contour or anything like that. I keep everything really light and fresh. So to me, skincare has always been the most important step. I don't even really care about the makeup. Like, I'm okay with just going out with my skincare alone, just because I feel like that's such a crucial step in everything. And so the makeup, I just feel like I just wanted to lay like nicely over it. So I've been sticking to this routine for the last couple of years because I really love it. So that really hasn't changed much. A lot of my skincare has changed more in the evening with just my skin maturing, I guess. So that kind of shifts more than my morning skincare routine. That pretty much stays the same. And also too, I'm trying not to wear makeup a lot. I really am strategic. Like, I like to plan my meetings all on one day, so that way the days that I'm home, I do not wear makeup. I just will wear skincare and I will just leave it at that. Like, I'm really trying to wear less makeup, and then especially like heavy makeup. And then during the summer, like, I can't, like, it's just way too hot. So I really try to keep it light. Like, today's actually going to be a nice day today. I think it might hit the 80s, which is really nice for San Diego. That means that's like, it's like a perfect San Diego day, but it does get pretty warm. In a couple weeks I have a wedding that I'm going to, and I'm just praying it's not over 80 degrees, because I'm like, I can't imagine putting on a lot of makeup. But anyways, also another thing I've really learned lately is to really let my skincare set. Before, I used to do my skincare and then go really quick in with my makeup, and now I'm really trying to let that like set, soak into my skin, and then I go in with my makeup routine. Okay, so first we're going to go in with eyebrows. So this is also another thing I like to do during, well, I like to do it all year long, but especially like in the summer because I'm just wearing less makeup. I like to get myself an eyelash lift. I feel like it just pulls my look more together, and I just feel like more confident. As soon as I wake up, I'm like, oh, I have a lash lift, like I'm ready to go. On my story I posted a picture and I was like, I'm feeling ugly, like I need a lash lift. And like, it just makes me feel so much better. I do it myself. I don't recommend doing it yourself, only because I know how dangerous it can be. So I do suggest you go to a professional. I risk it and I do it myself. And I did an eyebrow lamination and I like it. I just need to work on it. It was the first time I've done it. I did it 2 days ago, and I do feel like my eyebrows are at least like lifted and like they're not drooping down like they always do. So I do like that. I just feel like I could have shaped them better. I got an eyebrow lamination like 2 years ago, and I hated it because she like literally put my eyebrows like super stick straight up, and I didn't like that. I just kind of wanted them to like be like up and out of my face, not like stick straight up. So I do like it. Like, I'm not mad at it. I just know that I can perfect it, so I don't want to share how I've done it yet, because I'm still working on it. But what I do like is that I feel like by doing this eyebrow lift, I feel like I looks like I have a lot more hair. So again, it just makes getting ready a little bit easier, just because now I feel like I just kind of have to fill in the sparse sections and then I'm good to go. So my eyebrows are kind of different. I got this eyebrow stamp from I Met the Beauty, and you literally stamp on your eyebrow like there's a stencil. I do that every once in a while. That's like I have major time, but I like the powder, like I like the shade in it. So I just take a thin brush, and this is what I just kind of wipe through my eyebrows. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Eyebrows are done. I always like to start with eyebrows because I feel like they shape your face, and then at the end I'll kind of go in and fill in it a little bit more if I feel like kind of powder or foundation has gotten in them. But I always like to start with my eyebrows first, just because I feel like, yeah, it shapes it, kind of like sets the framework. Next, I'm going to go in with the True Ride or Die product. I think this is probably my third tube of this. It's the Say Slip Tint. It has SPF 35. It's a tinted moisturizer. Like I said, I like to keep it light, and then I even like to keep it so light that I go in with a beauty blender, or this one's actually a sponge from Amazon, and I even soak up more product. Like, again, I really concentrate on my skin. That is like my main focus all the time, is my skin. That way I don't feel like I have to wear a lot of makeup. So I like to go in with a tinted moisturizer, especially during the summer, because there's no way I want to put on heavy foundation right now. So I kind of just spread it all over my face. And then I go in and I just start to blend it out. You're going to see that it's just very sheer, especially because I am using a sponge. But it is my favorite way to apply this product. And as you can see, it leaves my skin so glowy. It's so funny when you're young, you want, at least this was the case for me. When I was young, I wanted matte skin. I didn't want any oil spots. I did not want any shine on my face at all. And now that I am in my 30s, boy has that changed. I definitely want to have glowy skin because I feel like glowy skin, oh my god, okay, I'm a mess. My books are falling in. Doorbell back. Okay, so like I said, it is so funny that when I was younger, I wanted matte skin, and now I want glow. I want dewiness. Just feel like it feels more fresh. As you can see, you can still see my skin through this. I'm not really trying to cover up anything per se. It's more just about it being more even, and that's what I like. I don't, again, I'm not trying to go heavy on anything. Just make sure everything's blended at least. I tried out the NARS creamy concealer back in April, and I love it. I feel like it's really creamy and really easy to blend out. I bring it a little bit lower just because I feel like this is where some of my redness peeks through. I don't mind it, as I say, just again, just to kind of even out my skin tone, and then I bring it up underneath my eye, and then I like it to be lifted. So you can just tell the difference between both eyes. This one just feels a little bit more brighter, a little bit more lifted. So now concealer is done. I just feel a little bit more even. I feel a little bit more brighter underneath the eyes. Again, just giving me that fresh look that I'm looking for. Next, with bronzer, I love the Say Sun Melt bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer of all time. Another one that I truly love is the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is so good. This one is just a little bit heavier and a little bit more pigmented, so I use this one more for like special occasions, but for like my everyday bronzer, I use the Say one. You can see it is well loved. This is also in the shade medium bronze, if you were wondering. And then I just kind of go in and I just start to bronze up my face. This is a very warm bronzer, so obviously there's not really any contouring to this. It's so warm. This is just going to be put naturally where the sun would hit you to give you kind of that sun-kissed skin. And then I do like to go a little bit underneath the chin just so we're kind of evening out the skin. Another thing that I've actually been enjoying is putting this on my nose, kind of like as a contour, but it's so warm that it's not a contour. Kind of gives me like a sunburned look, and I love that look. Gives you, definitely feels like you've definitely been out in the sun. And because I am so pale, I like to give myself that faux tan. And then I go a little bit underneath the lip right here. I feel like it gives my lip that more poutiness underneath. And then just make sure I blend that out. And that is a foundation for my skin. Then I do have to go in with powder. I've been loving the One Size powder. Again, another favorite that I found out in April that I loved. So I've been using that ever since. And I go very lightly. It's more like I'm kind of like dusting this on my skin. It's just really obviously just to kind of set everything in place. And what I like about this powder, I do feel like it sets my makeup in place. But again, on a hot day is a hot day, and sometimes obviously your natural oils will come out of it, and I love the way that it looks. Like, it doesn't bother me. A lot of times, like, I don't even blot my face anymore. I just like the way that it gives me a glow. So it's been working for me lately. Then we're gonna go in with a powdered bronzer to set the cream bronzer. I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics one. It is super loved. I know that I need to get a new bronzer. I don't know why. This is probably the perfect time I should be buying bronzer, because it is summertime. I should be playing with some. So if you guys have any of your favorites, list them down below. Honestly, I just love this one, and I still have product in it, so I'm using it. I got into a habit a while ago of just buying a lot of makeup, which is great, and again, this is part of my channel and playing with makeup, but honestly it became a little bit too excessive. And I think sometimes like we don't talk about that, like all the products that we get and PR and then stuff we buy ourselves, like there's no way you can go through it. Like I don't even care how much you play with it, like there's no way you can go through it all. So I really have been like on a ban of like only buying products when I need them. Again, I will treat myself to other things here and there, of course, but I'm not trying to be excessive anymore. I'm really just trying to keep, like, if I love something, I love something, and it's my ride or die. Sometimes I feel like when we're filming these videos, like, you feel funny about using the same products, but again, these are the products that we use. Like, we should be showcasing them. I don't think we should have to try everything. There's a ton of creators out there who are trying everything, who are doing the work, and I love that. But again, for some of us, I'm like, I'm not gonna keep buying stuff just to buy stuff. Like, if I love something, use it up, and once I'm done, like I'm almost done with this, so I'll treat myself to a new one eventually. But again, I'm not gonna force myself just to buy stuff. So anyways, rant over. And with the bronzer, I'll kind of go over my nose a little bit just to kind of diffuse anything. Again, I love that sunburn look. Then I use the same bronzer, and that is what I put on my lid first. I like my face to like kind of be like cohesive, so I'll use a lot of products like on my face, and I'll use them in other places. Like if I use a certain blush, sometimes I'll use it on my lips. Same thing with my bronzer. I like to use this as my first eyeshadow base, and that's base. And a lot of the time, that is truly all I do, and I run out the door. Like that's if I want to do like a 10-minute makeup look and I want to be out the door, I will stay with just this as my eye look. But sometimes in the summer, I want a little bit more glow. I want to add a little bit more shimmer to my face. So we'll have a little bit of fun, and I mean like a very little bit, and we'll add some shadow. I thought it was super appropriate. I'm going to bring out my Italian Spritz palette. This is such a pretty summer palette. I love all of the shades that are in this palette. So I will go a little sparkly. I'm first going to take the shade Lake and Bake. It's just a matte shade, and I'm going to just pop this in just to add a little dimension to the look. That just adds just a little dimension, just so it wasn't just super flat from the bronzer. Then I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It says Take Me to Church. It's just this pretty rose gold shade, and I'm going to pop this all over the lid again, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Like I said, I'm going to happy hour with a girlfriend, nothing crazy. So again, just for a little bit of fun, since we are filming. And I feel like the summertime, this is the time to kind of add these fun little shimmer shades to the lid. Just, it makes it a little bit more interesting. And then I'll go back in with my bronzer shade and kind of just buff it in, just so there aren't really any harsh lines. And really, that's all I want to do. I want to keep it super light still, because it's daytime. And again, if my face starts to kind of like melt a little bit, I don't want my eyes to be like super smoked out or anything. Like I just want to keep it super light. So again, if I do want to keep things interesting, I will just pop like a little shimmery shade. Again, it's summer, it's time to have fun, a little bit of fun, right? Next, I'm going to be grabbing a dark brown shade, and this I kind of just like to tight line my lash line with, because I feel like it makes my eyelashes look a little bit thicker. I really haven't been loving like gel pencils or pens or anything like that, and for a while I really just like using like a brown liner. If I am going to use any type of liner on my eyes, I like it to be a dark brown. I usually don't go for a black liner unless it's like the evening time, and that's even rare. So I'm going to grab this dark brown shade from the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. It's called Camel Flaunt. I love these little eyeshadows. They are like really not talked about, and they're really good. I like playing with these every once in a while. But anyways, I really love this dark shade. It's super dark and pigmented, and I like to just dust this along my lash line. Again, it just makes my lashes appear thicker. And I don't know if the camera picks up on it, but I can see a major difference between the two lash lines. This one definitely looks a lot thicker. Okay, and that's really all I do for that. I like to keep it simple. Every once in a while, I'll add my bronzer underneath my eyes, but I don't feel like I need to today. I'm going to keep it just really light. Next, we're going to set the eyebrows. I've been liking the Kosas Airbrow Clear Lifting Gel. And I just like to run this through and kind of shape the brows as to where I want them placed. I let those dry. Next, let's go in with blush. Recently, I've been loving the Rare Beauty Virtue blush, cream blush. I really like the formulation of this, and again, I feel like it's just kind of like bronzy and very sun-kissed. I also have been loving the Tower 28 Beach Please Power Hour. Again, this is a very like sunburn type of look. I feel like that's just what I remember before, like a very like sun-kissed look. So I like to work that in. And I love the formulation because I love the way that it applies with a brush. I love the way that it applies with your fingers. It's just like a really good like travel blush. I feel like if I were going like on a tropical vacation, I would definitely take this blush. And I like putting it on my nose again to continue that sunburned look. Then I will set it a little bit. I like using the MAC Copper shade. Again, just this dark red. I'm very light with the powder, and then I kind of just set it in place. I'm trying not to take away too much from this color. More just trying to set it in place so it doesn't move. Next, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of highlight. I'm not going to go too crazy with it because, again, I feel like in the summertime, my natural oils kind of come through. So I don't feel like I need to add on a lot extra. So it's just a little bit. I'm going to take the Merit Highlighting Balm in the shade Bounce. And I'm just going to pop it like into the inner corners. I like kind of just putting it on the tip of my toes, and sometimes I'll drag it up. And then I'll just carve out a little bit of my brow bone. Next, let's go in with mascara. I almost forgot to do my mascara because, like I said, I got that lash lift. So now my lashes are nice and prepped, which I just love because it's one less step of having to curl your lashes. And honestly, curling my lashes does nothing. They literally fall all the time. So this is nice. I'm going to take the Ilia mascara. I'm just going to coat my lashes. It's actually the first time that I'm wearing mascara since getting my lash lift. Well, I only did the lash lift like 2 days ago. So I love that I don't have to curl them, but they're just ready to go. I love that. Lash lift is like the best to get during the summer. I do like to wear waterproof mascara during the summer, like on those super hot days. If I feel like I'm going somewhere and I really need my makeup to last. But when you first get your lash lift, you don't want to put waterproof mascara or any oil-based products near your eyes. So I really try not to, just to keep the longevity of the lash lift. Towards the end, I don't care. Then I will. I'll go in with waterproof all over, but just like, especially when I first just got it, like I try not to use a waterproof mascara. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF2. Again, this is a Ride or Die product. And then my lip glosses do change. It really just depends on my mood. I love the e.l.f. Ride or Die lip balm in the shade Tough Cookie. I just feel like this is a good natural shade, and it matches almost like any makeup look. And then to finish it off, I will apply bottom mascara. This will be waterproof. This is the Wet n Wild Mega mascara not hydro one. Anyways, it is a waterproof mascara. Okay, and this is the final look. I love it. It's very bronzy and sun-kissed. It's just very perfect for summer. This is my go-to makeup look just when I want to feel really put together. I love it. I know that these products last. They have longevity during the hot summer days, and I just feel good, especially as your makeup continues to wear throughout the day. That is what I love. As I was doing my makeup, I realized I'm like, I want to do a video on enhancing your features. Like I said, I'm very much, and as you'll see like throughout my channel, I like to keep things as natural as possible, and to me it's not about changing the way we look. It's just more about enhancing it and having fun in that way. It's really rare that I go and I look at someone else's makeup look and I'm like, oh, I want to create that, which I think that there's so many more beautiful makeup looks out there, and I do get inspiration from it. But I myself, I won't really go and like duplicate something. I'll see something like maybe she has blues on her eyes and I'm like, okay, I want to do that, but like in my own version. So I just really take a look at my face and I realize what works for me. So I want to do a video on just more like enhancing your features and showing you guys tips and tricks that will work for you and your face shape and really work with that. So if you guys want to see that, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.